Okay, and we are live. Welcome to the first annual March Madness draft of all the boys I have not loved before, where you and your votes get to decide the best lover for me, but not in a serious manner because I'm so anti-boy right now. We have an exciting night coming up here with surprises. Adam, who are you looking forward to seeing most tonight?
You know, I'm really high on Adam Villarreal. He's got some high potential, coming in as a young kid, young prospect. Great lover, kid's got a big heart. I'm really looking forward to Connor Joyce. Kid's really sexy. He's got some big guns, big legs, squats a lot, very high on him. I'm really liking Eric Zielinski. We call him Dick.
He's a hot candidate. He's a hot candidate. Coming out of Frankfort, Illinois, those Frankfort guys, man, I don't know what they're feeding him over there.
So we got Jake Mayette. He's got nice eyes.
Respectable, coming out of New Lenox, typical guy, you know what I mean?
Very, very big heart.
Now, let me break it down for you, and let me explain the qualifications it takes to be drafted into this very competitive bracket. There are 5, and you only need to make one of the qualifications to apply for this. 1, I've had to like you before. 2, I've had to kiss you before. 3, I've flirted with you before. 4, I think you're attractive. Or 5, your name is Lazzy.
Now each side of the bracket will have 8 contenders, 4 of which will be seeded. Without further ado, let's get this 2023 draft underway. And now, for the number 1 overall pick on the East Division, we have Adam Villarreal! And for the 2nd overall pick in the 2023 draft, fresh out of New Lenox, Illinois, Jake Mayette. Woo! In the 3rd overall pick in the 2023 Cape Girl draft, from the East Division, Connor Joyce! 4th overall pick in the 2023 draft, from the East Division, Eric Zielinski. Congrats, kid, you made it big.
Stepping over to the West Division, our 1st round pick, we have, coming all the way from, I don't even know, I want to say Tinley Park, Illinois, we have my econ crush. All right, and our 2nd round pick on the West Division, coming out of whopping Mokina, Illinois, benching an excruciating 405 pounds, we have Lazzy! All right, and our third draft pick coming from the West Division, we have coming in all the way from Lincoln Way East, Frankfort, Illinois, we have, you know him, you love him, Keegan Curley! And our 4th and final seeded draftee for the West Division, we have coming out of, I actually don't even know, my tennis boyfriend, Billy! All right, well, folks, there you have it for the seeded picks. You know what? Let's talk about them. Those are some respectable candidates. Some names were said that I did not expect, and some names that I did expect, I did not hear. Who was out there that you thought was pretty unexpected?
Econ Crush.
Econ Crush, let me tell you about him. Actually, we gotta tell you all about each because the people gotta know who they're voting for, right? All right, let me introduce you. So, we got my 1st pick over on the west side. His name's Freddie, my econ crush. Tall blonde kid. Absolutely, I think he's a dime piece. Some may not so much agree with me, but I personally like him. I talk to him at school sometimes. Don't really talk outside of school, but he's one of those people that just makes school going, makes me look forward to going to school. You know what I mean? You feel those school crushes really get you? Let's talk about your number 1 overall pick. Who's that?
Oh, Adam Villarreal.
All right, tell me about him.
Great kid, He's got the heart, but he doesn't have the height,
Hey, it's okay.
It's okay. He's a good-looking kid, really nice hair, big heart, soccer player, absolute dog, probably going to go D1,
Really?
Can't go wrong with that pick.
That gets him brownie points. The D1, that gets you brownie points.
Yep.
How do you feel?
Who, me?
how do we feel about you being the #1 overall pick in this draft?
You know, it's a great feeling because, you know, I'm the youngest also. You know, I've been working very hard, you know, for the past couple months, and recently just, you know, working my riz up.
Do you think you're gonna make it all the way this year? How are we feeling? How do we think we're gonna do in this race?
Of course, you gotta have the Killerman mentality that you're always gonna win and you're the best. So of course I'm always gonna win.
All right,
Of
Mom.
course I'm gonna win, go to the championship.
Yeah, all right, folks, you heard it here. Adam Villarreal, #1 pick from the East Side. All right, let's slide over to the #2 pick on the West Division. We have Lazzy. You know, everyone loves him. Everyone just wants to squeeze him, and it's just Lazzy, man. You know, he's always a good, comforting guy when you're there, but he could always crack a joke. You know what I mean?
Still an unknown name to the East Side.
Unknown name to the East Side. You know who we didn't see though in the seeded picks? His brother John. You know, isn't that interesting? I don't know. Maybe John will come out in the unseeded picks, but that's a question for the next few minutes. All right, Adam, take it back to you with the second draft. Who is it?
Jake Mayette. He's got great hair, beautiful mane, great kid, beautiful blue eyes. You know, like the ocean.
I agree.
Pretty like the stars. You know, almost as pretty as my mother. Can't go wrong with him.
Did you just call her mom pretty? But Jake and I had a big old thing for Jake back in the 2021, but now we don't talk as much as we used to. But you know, we see each other. We're still good. You know what I mean. All right,
Gangsters.
hopping over to the third pick on the West Side, we got Mr. Keegan Curl. You know, Oaks MVP #3. He's banking. He just banks those shots. You know, sometimes he has a bit of an attitude towards me, which I can get by because you know, attitude adjustment is a thing that can be done, but the people love Curly. You know what I mean? The people just love him. I was going to say, a fan favorite is also Eric Zielinski, the 4th pick on the East Side, but we'll get to him in a minute. Back to your 3rd pick.
Connor Joyce, kid squats, what, 415?
425 today.
425
as of today.
Let's go. You know, he's got some big meaty legs, you know. Great aesthetics, great body, you know. Very nice kid, you know. Very sexy.
Right, bouncing over to the 4th pick, all the way to the West Side. We got kind of an unknown character to the outsiders, but his name's Billy. Oh, God, don't even get me started with his last name. I'm going to go Ikonomu because it's very Greece. He's actually in Greece right now. You know, he's really good at tennis, which makes it 10 times more attractive when he's got his hat on backwards. He's got a nice quad hat that peeks out, too. Ooh. No, he's a nice kid. Likes to tell me he's zesty, though, but I don't believe him. Like, I don't. He just likes to mess around, you know. We joke like that sometimes. Nothing really else to add about him. I just love the kid. I miss him. Haven't seen him in a while, but he should be coming around during tennis season. You know what I mean? All right, hopping over to the fan favorite on the East Side, Eric Zielinski, #4.
Dick Zinski, you know, love the kid. Very, very nice guy. Really can't go wrong with him. He's a great hooper. He's got a big heart on the court.
Big heart, likes tall girls.
Likes tall girls especially. Can't really agree with him on that one. Great guy off the court.
And what do you say? We spin the wheel and meet the unseeded matchups?
Yep.
All right.
Let's get it! Ladies and gentlemen, start your engine!
We're using this wheel right here for the unseeded picks. First person to be selected is going to be playing the 1 seed on the East Side, and that is
Adam Villarreal.
Let's see who's matched up with Adam Villarreal.
Spin that wheel.
JT Adams! All right, second spin's going to be playing the 2 seed on the East Side, and that is
Jake Mayette.
All right, who's going to be Jake's competitor? Vinny Izzo. And the third spin's going to be playing the 3rd seed on the East Side, which is Connor Joyce. Kojo's going to be playing Stercelli. That's one of my gym shorties.
I want Dick versus Nick now.
Oh, that'd be a good one. But
Dick versus Nick.
Let's see who Eric plays. First round.
Dude, fuck. I don't know any of these kids.
No, that's actually a funny one. All right, and now for the Western Conference, we're going to take the last 4 unseeded draftees, and the Wheel of Doom is going to pair them up with the 4-seeded draftees on the Western Conference. See who my econ crush is going to face in the first round. All right, that's my soccer boyfriend. We're going to talk about him when we get back to the table. Now, next up, who's Lazzy going to be facing? You know, I really would have enjoyed to see the brothers face off first round, but that just couldn't happen. John already got the pick, but let's see who Lazzy's going to face. Now these are three solid. Oh, good God. Third, who's Keegan gonna face? We're down to the final two. Last one's gonna be. Oh. These are two very different divisions of my life, so this is gonna be either a landslide or super, super close. That I guess leaves Ethan Ushijima facing Billy. It's official. The first round picks have been selected. The matchups are selected. You know what? Now we got to talk about them. So the first seed on the west side, Adam Villarreal versus JT Adams. You know, we already talked about Adam, but let's talk about JT. Now, JT, he's my ideal, like, beautiful dream boy in one perfect build. But you know what? I let that slip through my fingers on accident. I fumbled the bag, and someone scooped it right out of my hands, and it pissed me the F off. Let me tell you that. So he's not looking too hot for the first round. I think Adam Villarreal might take this one. Second seed on the east side, we have Jake Matt versus Vinny which is Vinny Izzo. You know what? Vinny, a lot of people probably didn't see him coming out of this one. I got something, my soul, I just love that kid. You feel he's really strong. He's very attractive. I like being around him. Haven't been around him in a while though, you feel. This round, I think it's going to be pretty hard. I got my bets on Mayette, but we'll see who's going to take it. Third seed on the east side, we got Kojo. Kojo's going against Vinny Starcelli, other Vinny. He's a new prospect. He's jumping off the bench. You know, we go to the same gym. I think decent looking dude, you know what I'm saying. A lot of people wouldn't expect this one, but you know, we're just gonna see what he plays on the field, you feel? Fourth seed, Eric. I think this is gonna be a good round. We got Eric Zielinski versus John. Now this is the other Ozymkowski. Some people we love John, some people we don't like John, but Eric's a fan favorite, so this is gonna be a nice tug of war battle right here. You know, John and I actually, before we became friends, we hated each other. Actually, he hated me. And then we became best friends. But, you know, he also goes to the gym really strong, you know, good-looking kid, good contender, you know. Those are the matchups on the east side. Let's head over to the west side and meet the rest of our matchups. Well, round one, these are two. Unless you go to Marine with me, you probably don't know these two. You got Econ Crush versus Nico. Now, Nico's my soccer boyfriend. I met him in the trainers, very beginning of the school year, you know, instantly clicked. Still snap all the time. I miss his Polish face so much. He speaks Polish, that is brownie points. I don't really got much else to add to him. I really miss him. He's like 2 years older than me, so he's gonna be leaving Moraine. Not much else to say. Great kid, great sense of humor. Pretty spontaneous. I just takes him along for the ride. All right, then Lazzy. If Lazzy doesn't win by a landslide here, I'm gonna be pretty stunned. We got Lazzy versus good old Nick Nawa, and we all know we love Nick Nawa. That is actually the only one on here. Is he? No, there's one of the two on here that is a so-called X. The other one's not actually an X, but Nick's is the only real X. I just put him on there because he's like, you know, one of the boys I loved before, you know, but loved. Some people still like him. Some people miss him. A lot of my friends really liked him, but we're just gonna have to see what the fans say. He's a really attractive guy. Played hockey. Doesn't anymore. Don't really know what he's doing with his life now.
He was mid.
Next, we got number 3 pick Keegan Curley versus Adam Heiss. Now, Adam is the other so-called.
Good round.
This is a pretty good round right here. Some people, I'm going to lean towards Curley for this one. I think the people are going to lean towards Curley as well. Me and Adam ended on pretty bad terms, but this is way back, like 2 years ago maybe. But now we're chilling. If I see him, I dap him up, say hi, you know, we talk. On to the fourth matchup, I think the unseeded's going to take it here. Mr. Ethan Ushijima versus Billy Ikonomu. The battle of the fun last names. You know what I'm saying.
Roll Asians, baby.
Roll Asians. You know what they say. No one's ever said that. I did. Ethan, I can't even express it.
Great guy. He served
Great
me
guy.
He served me a sandwich.
He works at Jersey Mike's, makes sandwiches and stuff. Goes to the gym. Absolutely jacked. He's pretty short, though. Shortness never hurt. Just like Adam Villarreal, shortness never hurt. And Eric Zielinski, because Eric Zielinski's anyways. Ethan, I think, is a great contender here. I think he's going to go pretty far in this match, but we shall see. Anything you want to add to any of these rounds?
Nope.
All right, folks. Well, there you have it. The stage is set for the 2023 Let's Not Find My Boyfriend draft. Voting will start on March 1st and go throughout the first week of March and continue. These videos are going to come weekly throughout the month of March, eliminating each by votes. Anything else to add?
Let's get it going, baby.
You can cast your votes exclusively on my private story and if you follow my private Finsta account. If not, you're out of luck, Stink. All right, let the games begin. We'll see ya. Cheers.